G'day, welcome to Films with Dan. Thanks for joining me again. This is video number 2. See if I make any more. Thanks for those who have viewed the last one. We're only just starting, but if you like, give it a like, subscribe, hit the notification button too if you want to get more of me talking about some of my favourite films of all time. I've got a huge collection here, and I will probably go through most of these in my lifetime. There's a lot I still haven't seen. There's a lot I've seen multiple times. There's a lot I've actually bought, but not actually watched. Either the copy, whether it be digital or physical copy. I really like getting the physical stuff though, because it's a connection. It's a connection to something. Something on digital or on streaming is like, oh, I really enjoyed that. And after a while, you get a bit over it. But when you have a physical copy in your hot little hand, like I do with this version of my favorite film of all time, Apocalypse Now, wearing the shirt, as you can see. I'm a bit obsessed with... I am not a bit. I'm a lot obsessed with this film. It's my favorite film of all time. The thing is, though, I can't actually tell you the first moment I saw it or when I did decide it was going to be my favorite film of all time. And I think it was my brother had a copy on cassette of the original soundtrack, which you cannot get anymore. And it was actually the film on cassette or a vinyl record. It wasn't just the music, it was the actual dialogue and scenes, edited of course, but it gave you a whole perspective of the film. And I think after that I must have watched it on video and just thought, wow, this thing is awesome. This movie rules. So I bought so many copies. I bought copies on video. I mean, the story of it. The story of it is the man, Captain Willard, going up the river, the Nung River, to terminate with extreme prejudice the rogue Colonel Kurtz, played by Marlon Brando. It's not exactly a standard operation, you know, an American soldier going to kill one of his own, but as it goes on, things get weirder, stranger. It was a very much a look at the Vietnam war in general. It was a psychedelic war, and this thing just gets more and more psychedelic as you go on. Now, I've got this on 4K, and this is a great copy. This came out with the 4K, and it's got the final cut. So there's 3 versions of the film: the final cut in 4K and Blu-ray, and there we have the 1979 original on Blu-ray here. That must be the final cut on 4K there, or Blu-ray there. And there's special features and the documentary Hearts of Darkness. I forgot this was in here. Hearts of Darkness, the documentary on it. Just there, you can spin it around. There it is. You can see it upside down. But that's Hearts of Darkness. That's my digital copy. I don't think that works anymore, but if you want to pause that and get the digital copy, by all means, you are allowed to do that. This is the way it's always presented. So I think this is just the final cut, okay? I'm really good with the final cut. My preference is still the original 1979 version. It is. I like the original 1979 theatrical version. I think the Redux version went a bit too long, but I do like the final cut. And on 4K with the Dolby Atmos sound, this looks and sounds amazing. So if this movie wasn't enough of an immersive experience, then this it truly is. And I think that's what I love. It's the film. You start in one place like Colonel Willard, and you go on a journey. And any film that sort of takes you, I mean, it's always about the character arcs and all that sort of stuff, but any film that takes you on a journey somewhere, and by the end, everything's different. Everything's changed. Your world outlook. And look, I'm obsessed with this. As I said, the book that it's supposedly based on, Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, is fantastic, which is a story about a man who has to go up and get a rogue ivory trader. So it's set in Africa, in the Congo. He's going up the Congo River to get this rogue ivory trader, Kurtz. It's a short story. It's only 100 pages, but oh my God, there's so much about it. It's still probably one of my favorite books because it's one of my favorite films. The Heart of Darkness, the actual book, was supposed to be made into a film. Orson Welles tried to do it and he couldn't do it. But John Milius, my favourite screenwriter, I might go into him in another video, he wrote the original screenplay back in the 60s, and they were going to go into Vietnam with George Lucas directing it. Francis Coppola was going to produce it. George Lucas was going to direct it. They were going to go into Vietnam, shoot it on black and white during the war. They probably all would have gotten killed. And the film studio said, no, you are not going to do that. So when Coppola was trying to make his big foray, he didn't want to work with the studios. He wanted to form his own thing called Zoetrope Studios. This was going to be the film that was the flagship. He was going to make a big, huge epic of a film that people would go to come and see, and he would then be set for life. This film was a hit. It took 3 years to make. It's one of the longest shoots. It was like they spent a year in the jungle in the Philippines making it. The Australian connection is they wanted to come to Queensland to film it in the late 70s, but the government at the time, run by the Joh Bjelke-Petersen, said, no, this movie might be controversial. So they shot it in the Philippines. There's so much to say about this movie. I love it. I watch this as often. I was like, can I actually put this on the other day? Because the opening scene with the helicopter swirling and the end by the door. So the movie starts with the end by the doors playing, and just the surreal imagery. Oh, I love it. And I've got heaps. I've got this copy, the 4K. I also got the Blu-ray of the final cut. I also got the individual 4K of the final cut, and it's got the Blu-ray in it. Yeah, that's right. I got this wonderful American Blu-ray, which has Heart of Darkness in it as well. This is the full disclosure one. This one has all 3 versions. It's actually got 2 versions, because the final cut came out after this one came out. This one's got the original 79 version, and it's also got the Redux version from 2001. This one, I'm going to have to get I've got one of the original. When it first came out on DVD in Australia, it wasn't in widescreen, which was a real no-no. But this Paramount version from America I got in, which is a widescreen edition. This movie is made to be seen on the biggest screen imaginable. But I got this one on DVD, the dossier, because that's what Martin Sheen is opening, the dossier, and it comes into this. Out comes this great book. I mean, come on. This is just the DVD packaging. All this great stuff in here. And there's the movie and the special features all on DVD right there. Oh, there's some great stuff. It's just so good. All this gear. Actually, I'm going to get the other one. Thank you, Mr. Motorbike Man, for riding past me at this time of the day. But what can I say? This version has all this great stuff in it too. Like, it's got wonderful presentation of the film. Whoops, one of my discs is about to fall out. Let's fix that up. So every conceivable special feature you can imagine. I'm having trouble here. It's all in here. But it's also got this wonderful book. This wonderful full disclosure booklet with all sorts of great writings and notes and photographs. Oh, this is fantastic. There's apparently a box set coming out later this year of Hearts of Darkness on 4K. I was going to say, no, Dan, but then I thought, oh, who are you kidding? Go get it. So anyway, I'm going to pick this one back up again. They're all great versions. Apocalypse Now, greatest movie ever made, in my opinion. What do you think? Do you think Apocalypse Now? Let me know in the comments below, or tell me what your favourite film is of all time. I might have seen it. I might like it. I might disagree. You never know. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and notification too if you want to get more from me. But Films with Dan right here. Just remember, a lifetime spent watching movies is a lifetime well spent.